I entered foster care in the age of 8 or 9.
I was in foster care from the age of 14 to 19.
I was in foster care for over 5 years, and before that I was in guardianship with my grandmother.
Me and my sister both were taken at the same time, and I was actually taken at school. It was scary. Like, I thought I was going home, after school, and to have someone say, come to the office and grab your backpack, and I was actually put in a car and then taken to a foster home.
My family and I moved to the U.S. from Mexico, just right across the border, Tijuana, when I was about 13 years old, and then we lived in a really small home. Child Protective Services got word of that, and then they came and inspected the home and said, hey, this garage with 2 beds is not suitable for a family of 7 people.
I have 3 sisters, and we all were in different placements. My sisters were my motivation to do good in school and to show them that even though we weren't together, that life was gonna be better.
There was physical abuse. There was a lot of things that were happening, thinking that these foster parents were gonna take care of me, but they didn't, the opposite.
Actually, one of them was my high school English teacher. They became my foster parents.
I had over 10 placements. There was always someone I found, but big gaps of not having anyone who made me feel like I mattered.
Not even my name mattered. I wasn't even called my name most of the time. Especially in my last placement, I was called the B word most of the time. I had less and less of a voice.
Deep down, I felt like, hey, these foster parents were great. Are they really gonna stick around?
As graduation approached, I knew that I wasn't gonna be able to live in my final foster home. And I became nervous, not knowing who would be there to support me and how I would care for myself.
I got kicked out when I was 18. On Christmas Eve, actually. I grabbed a bag or 2, and I was literally walking, I think at like 11 something at night, and walking to the trolley.
I felt alone and like I had to still hold it together and do it by myself.
Figuring out how to get a house, figuring out how to get an apartment, how to apply for an apartment, figuring it out on your own. It was challenging. It was very hard.
You form these bonds here, and your family bonds eventually get broken, sometimes get broken because of disconnect or whatever. You know you're not going back home. You form a new bond in, like, let's just say a new group home, but then eventually you get transferred to another group home, so that bond gets broken. And so little by little, you're like left without any connections. And so that's always been impactful to me. So for me, it's like, okay, well, if we've broken all these bonds, how can we create new bonds? And how does that support system continue to grow? When I got involved with College Band was in 2007. Here's this scholarship application. We're gonna get your computer, we're gonna get your printer, and then we're gonna get you some money to go set up your dorm. I was like, oh, that's really cool, that's really exciting. And it just became like an immediate connection.
My first experience at Just in Time was through their College Bound program. A big thing is I didn't have a laptop, and Just in Time provided me with the essentials to be able to go to college, so I didn't have to worry about that.
When I was first involved with Just in Time, I had a 1.9, and I didn't care about education at all. I had learning disabilities, so I didn't really care about school. And I kind of ran with that disability thought, and Just in Time was like, okay, yeah, you can go to college. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I have Fs. Like, what are you talking about? And then they believed in me. They was like, no, just apply. Don't worry about it. We're just going to figure it out. And then I got into school, and then I transferred from community college with a 3.51. And then I was on the dean's list often. But now I'm at state with a 3.6. And I'm about to be a senior and about to graduate and go into my master's. So I really feel like just having a community that sees you beyond how you see yourself is extremely important.
Pam matched me in a mentor program. Every year, we've made Christmas cookies together. Pam is still around today. Pam was in my wedding. She's Grammy to my son. Pam is a mom to me today.
I think I had to experience more than 1 or 2 workshops, being a more than 1 program, to even realize that Just in Time cared for me. I started to have people I can come talk to. I started to have someone I can call on the phone. I got a mentor in Career Horizon. Her name is Nadia. I still keep in contact with her today. She's like a mom to me.
Junior year in college, I got an apartment near school in Point Loma, and I was like, this is really cool. And I remember my first day just kind of sleeping on the ground in the sleeping bag. I was like, I know I don't have a bed yet. Hopefully the bed will come soon. But in being involved with Just in Time, I knew there was my first home. So then I reached out and within a few days, like I had furniture, I had a couch, I had a bed, I had all the things that go in the kitchen. I was like, cool. Like I didn't have to worry about like where am I gonna sleep tomorrow type of thing. Everything's taken care of.
And it's just a lot of childhood dreams that I thought were impossible just started to come true with Just in Time.
When I joined the financial literacy program, I learned to manage my money, to have a reliable vehicle that I can use for transportation, and I still have that car.
I kept hearing over and over, your credit score, your credit score. And I specifically went to a class on credit and took the advice seriously. Today I'm proud of my credit score.
A big thing that I'm doing now at my age, since I am a little bit older, but therapy. For a long time, I was told that it's never gonna help you. All they're gonna do is hear your story and report. But I was offered therapy through Just in Time as well, and it's been so relieving. Like, I can talk about all my childhood and then talk about stuff that I'm going through now. If I would have had that opportunity presented to me a lot sooner, I feel like it would have helped me a lot. But I'm like an advocate for therapy. It doesn't matter if you're in foster care or not. Like, I'm like pro therapy now.
Being in foster care for a long time, you struggle with people's intentions or people who are genuine. And I've never had that issue with Just in Time.
All you have to do is show up as yourself. You don't have to be anybody. You don't have to pretend to be anybody.
The connections, the support system that it just comes along with joining the family of Just in Time.
I never really had a family. It's always been me and my sister, so I had to build family as I went along. And Just in Time was probably the first foundation of me just being comfortable with allowing people to be a part of my life.
I've connected and reconnected back with Just in Time as an alumni.
I'm an alumni now, so they're still talking about where's Marquita. So
don't go away, like you're still part of this family.
You're not alone. There's always somebody out there who cares.
I'm Ricardo Solano, graduated from Point Loma National University with a biochemistry degree and an MBA, and I'm currently an entrepreneur in the life science industry.
My name is Tiana Travis. I graduated from Point Loma Nazarene with a bachelor's in child development, and I aspire to get my master's in the future. Currently, I'm a program director for the YMCA Youth and Family Services.
My name is Marquita Scott. I'm currently a senior at San Diego State University. I'm a mentor at San Diego State with the EOP program. I do research under Dr. Ochoa, and I'm currently applying for my master's at San Diego State. And I am the lasting impact of Just in Time.
I am the lasting impact of Just in Time.
I am a lasting impact of Just in Time.